This week's Chatty Man, Empire star Taraji P. Henson, Masterchef's Gregg, Wallace and John Torode, Paddy McGuinness, Ben Miller and Sarah Hadland, and the Maccabees. What a week it's been. Weather forecasters reckon we could be entering a 3-month heat wave. The weather suddenly changed, didn't it? Going from cold to hot so quickly. I'm burnt on the outside but still frozen in the middle. You'll have to keep sticking forks in me to see if my juices are running clear, honestly. People need to watch out in the hot weather. Sometimes it's wisest to keep a shirt on, isn't it? Though in case he's watching, not you, Poldark. Britain's Got Talent's back. You watch it? And the big story was the Frenchman and his singing dog. It turned out the dog was being operated by a remote-controlled face mask, which I believe is also the only way they can make Pete Burns' comeback tours work these days. Oh, and you're huge Pete Burns fans, and you leave Pete Burns alone. Elsewhere in Simon Cowell's empire, Louis Walsh said he reckoned he'd done his last X Factor. Oh, shut up! Louis says he wants to concentrate on his boy bands. Well, that was a relief. I mean, come on, he was getting on a bit. I mean, when that klaxon went off, you were never sure if he meant the vote lines had closed or Louis had taken a tumble in the bathroom. Finally, can we talk about Madonna snogging Drake on stage at the Carr Chatty Festival? Oh, my God. Did you see it? The whole thing reminded me of a visit to Vulture World when the peregrine falcon regurgitated a dormouse into its chick's gullet. Oh, did you see his reaction? I've seen koala on I'm a Celeb go down better. How deep did she go? Come on. Forget about getting to the groove. I think her tongue got into his lower intestine. What a lineup we have for you tonight. I'll be tucking into a main course of tough-talking, mature Australian beef with a side of hard-boiled cockney when I serve up Masterchefs Gregg, Wallace and John Torode on a better chat later. She's the breakout star of the show that's been called a hip-hop dynasty, R&B archers and Corion Crunk. That's right, the Oscar-nominated Taraji P. Henson from America's hottest TV show, Empire's in the House. With the election just a few weeks away, I'll be chatting to the Comedy Coalition, who always gives me a little rise in the polls. Yes, Miranda star Sarah Hadland and the brilliant Ben Miller from new sitcom Ballot Monkeys will be dropping by later. And the Maccabees. Yes. But first, he's come all the way from the Isle of Fernandos to be here tonight. So would you put your hands together for the Take Me Out star who swapped matchmaking for midwifery? It's the one, the only, Paddy McGuinness!
Thank you, sir.
There's a lot of love for you here tonight, Paddy.
Love, yeah, it's lovely.
Not one girl has turned their light off. Although, to be fair, I should point out, none of them actually had lights. So, can you tell who's going to be it with the ladies when they come down the lift?
It's a funny one, really, because I think the one thing what always, no matter who the lad is, no matter what he looks like, the one thing the girls cannot stand is if he says he lives at home with his mum.
Yeah.
That is the biggest... I know, you're saying, oh, well, keep your lights on. Not for me. Another thing is good to know when you're watching it and there'll be a lad there and he'll go, yeah, and at the weekend I like to rescue stray cats, and it's like, no thanks. Hang on a minute, he's not a serial killer, he's doing good. But you can... All this time, I think the one thing I've learned from that show, we've done 7 series, is you cannot work out a woman's mind.
No chance.
No. Not a chance.
Do you know what I say to men, yeah? Get a dog. You know, I've got 2 Irish setters. Right. They are magnets. It's like I'm sprayed myself with, like, Lynx Apollo and Lynx Africa. Women are like this. Oh, I understand. A dog is a magnet.
Also, I've got kids. If I go to the supermarket with my twins, and girls always come over there and have a little chat and everything else. It's very nice.
Yeah, lovely, We've got to talk about your new show, The Delivery Man.
Yeah.
How can I describe it?
Well, basically, it's
now, how can I describe it?
Well, I have no idea. With you, it could be anything.
No. It's a bit like The Bill meets One Born Every Minute.
Yeah. No, it's about a police officer who's had enough of being in the force and he decides to be a midwife.
Yeah.
Darren Boyd plays the midwife there, and it's very funny. If you like babies being delivered.
Oh, no, how hardcore is it? Because I can't stand it when it's all...
It's... No,
I don't mind. Oh, because you see, that's me mum's bugbear. You know when someone goes, oh, and the baby comes out, because it ain't like that, is it, girls?
No. Well, when I went in, when my wife was giving birth to Leo and Penelope, and I was there and I got ready, and I were bangers. For that, I thought...
Bangers? What's that?
That's like scared. Scared, yeah. You're from the north, you know that. You've been in London too long.
I know, I don't know what scared means anymore.
And
you were surprised you saw a gin and tonic in one can, love, do you know what I mean? I had to burn it as a witch.
My wife had a caesarean. Caesarean.
You're turning into Cilla Black, do you know that? You've got a dating show. We have a lot of fun.
But she had a caesarean, and it was so lovely and nice and peaceful. And they sort of passed the baby, oh, look, and it was all great. And then I sort of caught a glimpse of behind the sheet. Oh, my God, I nearly spewed my ring up. It wasn't pretty, let me tell you.
Oh, no.
I think I'd have sooner have had than that.
Yeah.
But it's a lovely thing when that happens, and mums and dads and the aunts will know what that's like. It's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah. I mean, and listen, to all the midwives out there, I mean, it is a tough job, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I think the thing is, with male midwives as well, they get a bit of a... because a lot of the midwives who were already there don't like it when a man comes in on their patch.
Really?
Oh, it gets a bit standoffish, yeah. So...
what would you be like if your wife had a male midwife? Where'd you stand on that?
I'm not sure. It's a strange one. You just automatically... It's ingrained in you that a woman's going to kind of be there as a midwife. So I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
What do you feel about it?
Well, I've never been there at the birth of my kids. I work abroad a lot of the time. Oh, I wouldn't know where to start. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But, you know, you've got to look on the positive. You're bringing life into the world, don't you?
Of course, exactly, yeah.
And your love.
You are, you are. It's only after about 6 or 7 months you think, why have I done this?
Yeah.
Well, being a parent's got to be the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
It's the toughest thing ever. Is it mums and dads in the audience? You see what I mean?
They couldn't even themselves a round of applause. Isn't that lovely?
They couldn't muster up a proper cheer. They're that tired.
Oh.
Yeah. If you'd have asked, like, where's all the single people? No kids. Look at the energy.
Yeah. Now, later this year, you're going on a stand-up tour.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Paddy McGuinness.
Oh.
Clever.
Yeah, did you see that? Yeah.
I might not know what gin is in a tin, but I know how to sell a tour, my friend, let me tell you.
You have a good pun, don't you, love?
Yeah.
And it's your first tour in 4 years?
Yeah. You know yourself, the last tour, you do an arena tour.
Yeah.
Which the last one was. It's fantastic, that. But you don't get that... Like now, where you can see everyone and you can see them laughing, you can talk to them, you can get an answer and everything else. Yeah. You don't get that in arenas. So I'm doing this theatre tour, and I started in September. So I'm looking forward to it. I just can't wait to get out. It's very seducing touring, I think, because it is, you know, it's stressful, it's nerve-wracking, you feel ill, you've got to go on stage in front of, like, thousands of people. But when you're up there and you get something going with an audience and you feel that connection and the laughing, it's very, very seducing.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really do everything. You are like a male Katie Price. Are you?
I'm having that on my gravestone.
Well, there you go. Would you like lumps? Yeah. You could, like you said, you do stand-up, you're a TV host, you do a sitcom. Now you're doing a quiz, a daytime quiz.
Oh, yeah. It's a show called Benchmark. And basically, it's like one of those tea time kind of
Oh, yeah,
quiz
I love all that, love all that.
The thing, what I love about doing Benchmark is it's very much like Take Me Out, where I get free rein to just chat to people who are playing.
Right.
So we have, like, 12 people who set the benchmark, and they're all from different walks of life. So, like, Take Me Out with the girls, when I go chatting to them and just see what happens, that's exactly what happens on the show. Now,
the top prize on this is £25,000. How hard are the questions? Because, you know, like, I have a theory, you know, like this morning, that quizzing this morning, it's so easy, isn't it, the questions, you know what I mean? But the prize is amazing. It's like £10 million, a car, a plane, a private jet, and it's like the question's like, what is your name? I'm in that. I'd make a good living. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I want that. I'm like that. Yes, Alan Carr. It's Alan Carr. I want a jet.
You know, it's them kind of questions on our show, like them kind of pub quiz questions or pub ammo questions. So it'd be like, how much does a cloud weigh? A cloud. What would you say? A ton?
A ton?
What are you... You're saying it's heavier? Yeah, what are you thinking then? Well, we know what heavy is, but just try and narrow it down a little bit. 100 tons?
Cloud?
Hey, 500 tons. Have that. Yeah, 500 tons. So, yeah, so it's that kind of question.
Thank you so much. Good luck with the delivery man.
Thank you.
Good luck with Paddy McGuinness, and good luck for Benchmark. It starts in June, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch
Thanks,
it.
Alan. Thank you very much.
Paddy McGuinness, everyone. Masterchef Gregg Wallace and John Torode, the Maccabees, and Taraji P. Henson from the biggest show on American TV, Empire, will be here soon. But first, though, they're the stars of Channel 4's new political sitcom, playing spin doctors who are sure to cure my erectile dysfunction. Do you see what I did there? From Ballot Monkeys, Go 8 for Sarah Hadland and Ben Miller!
Make it down those stairs in these shoes.
I know, and that dress as well is quite tight, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Right, let me get... You haven't been on before. You're Chatty Man Virgin.
Yes, I'm very excited about popping my Chatty Man cherry.
Pop away, love. You filmed that Death in Paradise out in the Caribbean. Is it as hot now as it was back then? Because it's a scorcher today, isn't it, love?
I think 114 was the... Fahrenheit was the highest I clocked it.
Oh, my God.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the frizz? What about the frizz?
Oh, do you get frizz?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I do get frizz, thank you.
Oh, not in heat, surely, Alan. In damp, you'd get frizz. You'd get frizz in damp.
Well, some parts of me are damp and some parts of me are hot. That's the trouble.
Oh, no, I've got an awful image now. Sorry, but, you know, yes,
Yeah, I
damp
do
bits
suffer
and
from
frizzy
frizz.
bits and, yeah.
Do you get frizz, Hadders?
Well... I mean, I've obviously got a lot of serum in my...
Serum? Did you say serum? She said serum.
I said serum.
Thank you. Don't outline the points of view just yet. Disgusting.
I've got to... So no, I don't suffer from frizz. It's the end of that story.
Now, we've got to talk about your new sitcom, Ballot Monkeys.
Ballot Monkeys, yes.
It's the same people who did Outnumbered, isn't it?
Yes.
And Drop the Dead Donkey.
Yes. Andy and Guy, they're amazing, yeah. They've written
Yes,
it.
and it's not scripted.
No.
Is the thing. I got the schedule today and it just says scenes TBC.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Nothing written.
I mean,
It's quite exciting. We sort of know roughly. We've got some pre-record scenes, but the majority of it will be shot in the morning, edited in the afternoon, and then it will go out on TV.
we know
that
what
night.
parties we're in.
Yeah.
We know which. So there's 4 buses.
Political parties.
Yeah.
Political parties. We know which party
We're in. UKIP, Conservative, Labour and Lib Dem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who are you?
And then I'm UKIP.
And who are you?
Lib Dem.
I mean, you know, you must have done your research for the roles and stuff. Why do people go into politics? Why would you want to be Prime Minister? Because you watch, like, House of Cards or West Wing. It's so cool. It's like president's coming through now, like this. You know, so, like, everything's, like, dynamic, fresh, young, sexy. But over here, we're just like a bit of, you know, someone eating a bacon sandwich or just eating at Clegg bowling and, like, he missed the whole thing. I'm like, why is the advisor saying bowl if you're at bowling? Do you know what I mean? He missed all the, what they call, the pins.
It was shocking.
Yeah.
Some of the
Why
things
would
that
you
they
be
get them
advised to do that?
But all the parties at the minute are doing pictures with lambs and children. Animals and children are big with politicians at the moment.
It's like when they're on their they're making their speeches and their walkabout and stuff. There's always a baby. There's all that awkward moment.
And I
where
think
pick
they
up
should
a
leave the
baby.
kids out of it, because
I
it's always
know.
awkward, isn't it? And, like, you know, like same with the animals.
Yeah.
What's the point? You're looking for a Prime Minister, not like the manager of a petting zoo,
Exactly,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
And I like it when the animals turn, don't you? And then you see the real politicians, don't they? Starts biting, you go, snap its neck, the little oh, it's only a flesh wound.
Did you just get a bit of tooth sensitivity?
Yeah, I'm going to have to stop eating that because, you know, when you get, like, brain
Sensitive,
freeze,
yeah.
it went right up there.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about Miranda, yeah? We
Yeah.
haven't got over the fact it's finished. I mean, how are you coping? And
Well,
how did you hear about it and stuff?
She obviously told all the cast. I mean, we're very close friends anyway, so she told me what was happening. And we sort of knew, I think, that it was coming to an end. But obviously we're really sad because it's been, you know, we're such... I know it's really cheesy, but we are really close cast, so it was really sad. But then I see her all the time, so I wasn't that sad because I was like, well, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll go for a coffee.
Oh, OK, yeah.
But, no, it was really, really... The last recording was horrific. We were all crying. It was horrendous.
Oh,
really
God.
sad. Yeah.
Do you think it is the end?
Well,
it's not going to be
I-
like Blue, is it? And you're going to come back together next year. They do come back. They keep coming back.
We haven't got any plans to tour Butlins holiday camp, no. But I think... I'm hopeful that we'll do a film. There will be something else. Yeah, I'm sure.
A film. Now, that would be
Yeah.
good. That would be good.
I think there'll be something in the future, definitely, yeah.
Anyway, good luck with Ballot Monkeys.
Thank you.
When does it start again?
21st.
The 21st of April, 10 o'clock.
Thank you so much. Sarah Hadland and Ben Miller, everyone. But first, give it up for the star of the hit drama that's so big stateside, it's even got the Obamas OMGing from Empire. It's incredible. Taraji P. Henson! Oh, my God. Yeah!
Gold sofa.
We got
disco ball. Oh, I heard about this disco ball.
You want to go clubbing later, don't you? It's a Friday
I do.
night. Where do you want to go?
Why
What are
not?
you into? What are you into?
I like dancing.
What kind of dancing? Do you like crumping? Crunkling?
That I
Do you
can't
do
really...
the skank?
What is the skank?
Oh, my God, the migraine skank.
The migraine skank.
Yeah.
I love that dance.
Oh, wait, you do the... and then I can do the butterfly. Do the butterfly.
Oh,
and
I
the
can do anything from the waist down. I can do pretty well.
Oh, okay.
Twerking. I really suck at it, but, you know, in my mind, my booty sounds like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But in actuality, it's making no noise at all. I don't have enough.
Now, listen. People at home They don't know what a treat they've got in store for him with Empire, do they? She's in this... It's the biggest thing on telly in America in years, isn't it?
Yes.
So many millions watch it every year.
Like 27 million.
I know. The soundtrack's #1.
Yes.
Yeah, and you're coming over here on the 28th of April at 9 o'clock.
Yes.
So anyone who's been in rehab or away at sea or in prison or under a rock, explain in a little nutshell what it's about.
Okay, so the show in a nutshell is basically Dynasty meets The Sopranos meets Glee, if you can imagine that. It's high drama, high fashion, incredible music produced by none other than Timbaland. I mean, and he's amazing. You have singing, you have rapping, you have stars like Courtney Love makes a special appearance.
Oh, we've had her on the
Naomi
show.
Campbell, Snoop Dogg. I mean, so...
We had Rita Ora on the show.
Rita Ora is on the show. We're new BFFs now. Rita girl.
And it's directed by Lee Daniels, who did The Butler and Precious.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's so good.
Once you watch it, I know you guys that haven't seen it, you're like, okay, new show. I promise you, you're gonna watch it and you're gonna get hooked. And that's what happened in America. Like, people started watching it, and every week the numbers went up.
Yeah.
Because we're giving you something to want to go home and watch when it comes on, because if you don't, you're gonna get spoilers the next day. If you're big on social media, they're gonna tell you the ending before it happens. Like, you don't want, and it's that kind of show where you want to be a part of the conversation.
Yeah. So do it.
Please,
Watch it.
for my sake, I want to come back.
And also, Michelle Obama,
Yes.
apparently it's her second favourite show after Chatty Man, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, our president, the great Barack Obama, who I love so much, he did a radio show, one of the popular radio shows in America, and they asked him about Empire, and he said, I haven't seen it yet, but my wife, the First Lady, Michelle, loves it. And I was like, ah!
Yeah. Have you met Michelle?
I have. I've been to the White House before, and I've met them.
What's it like?
It was lovely. You know what it was? She knew exactly who I was, and I came around the corner. It was the photo op. You know, you have to line up. They have to take the photos in a you know, way. But you can't come in there like, come on, can we take a selfie? Or social service will tackle you.
Yeah.
But so we went in. They had the professional photography. You have to line up, and you know, someone went and they left, and I came around the corner. She was like, oh. And I was like, me? And she was like, yes, come here, I've been waiting to meet you. And I was like, she's been waiting to meet me?
Oh,
she
my God.
listed all of my movies. She knew exactly where I went to school.
Yeah.
She was waiting to meet my son. She gave him a bit of advice. She was like, we need you. Go to school, go to college. I said, tell him again. She grabbed his face and said, go to college.
That's such a lovely
So down to earth. She made me feel like I knew her. And so the next day when I showed up and I tried to call her and say, hey, Michelle, girl, let's go hang out. You know, it wasn't, you know. I guess it was just all in my head.
Oh, fantastic. And how much of the characters in the show based on real people?
I don't think it's necessarily based on anybody in particular, but, you know, I know Terrence says that he studied Suge Knight. You know, he took a little bit of Suge Knight, Jay-Z, and Puffy, because those are like rappers, moguls who've owned their own record label. You know, so that's the closest thing that he could equate Lucius to.
Because I think Lucius, I don't know if I like the name. It's
It's
like...
close to Lucifer, isn't it?
Oh, I see.
He's luscious. Oh, they got a crush on Terrence.
In England, we'll start calling him Luscious, which sort of sounds a bit like a quilted toilet paper, doesn't it? I need some Luscious. No, it is. I mean, Lucius sounds Lucius, but Luscious is over here. You say, you'll need to sort that out. You'll have to dub it over when it comes to Luscious.
Luscious.
And you play his ex-wife, Cookie.
Yes.
And I'm not blowing smoke up your but you're the best. I think you're the best thing in it. I mean, she is a total cray-cray, isn't she? You're totally cray-cray.
She is, but you'll love her. Isn't she like your hero?
Do you know what? the other day, yeah, so I was doing me recycling, yeah, and I put me plastics in my newspaper by mistake.
Right.
And the recycling man had a go, and I thought, what would Cookie do? So I pistol whipped him and bit his face.
Well, you know, that's what Cookie would do.
I mean, you are great. I mean, the put-downs, you say, are just hysterical. Now, is it true you came possessed when you were Cookie and you were coming out with things that you'd never heard before? You were almost like, you had Cookie inside you coming out like...
Yeah, she
Cookie
says
Monster.
things that aren't scripted.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when I'm acting, I'm in a zone. I don't know, once I'm the character, who knows what's gonna come out of my mouth, especially when I'm uninhibited, especially when I'm free. And we have this very free set. They let me go, they trust me.
Yeah.
She says zany lines like Boo Boo Kitty. She calls Lucius's now girl Boo Boo Kitty. Because she's not bothered by her. She doesn't feel like she's any kind of a threat.
No.
So that's just Boo Boo Kitty. See, Cookie does things like that. She also beats her son with a broom.
I saw that, yeah.
Well, he did call her to her face.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
After she sacrificed 17 years of her life in prison so that he could live the great life.
Yeah.
So any mother
Cookie's Cookie's ready to hear. Cookie's ready to crumble. Cookie's ready to
She's not gonna crumble though. She's a tough cookie.
Yeah, I see. we make, you know, obviously we're talking about Empire and we're making out it's all bling and booty, but booty, it does bring up some issues.
It does, a lot. We deal with a lot of subject matter.
Your son is gay?
He is what?
Gay.
He is
gay. It's quite controversial over here being gay.
It is.
Yeah, as I was saying to my wife and kids just the other day. It was, no, I mean you've got a gay son, and you, and also in that world of hip hop as well. Because let's face it, us gays and the rap community haven't been busy mates.
Not so hard.
No.
Not so hard.
You know, they don't just doing sick rhymes about benders, do they? Which is a shame, because bender rhymes with a lot of things. I could easily make a sick rhyme. No, it's true. Do you feel it's being changed? No, I mean, do you think things are changing for the better? Is rap getting a bit more gay-friendly?
I hope so. I mean, you know, people shouldn't be afraid to live their lives as who they are. You know, that's the one thing that drew me to this, because I was like, here I have an opportunity in my craft to shed some light on an issue that people like to sweep under the carpet.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they like to sweep their kids under the carpet because they're different. And that's not cool. You know, no one should have to live in fear of who they are or live in shame, because you can't help how you were born. You can't help who you are. You can't help the skin that you're in. And I just think we need to be a little more empathetic and compassionate towards people. And that was a huge for me, because I'm an arts kid, you know, and I had a lot of gay friends growing up who were afraid to come out because they were like, my parents are gonna reject me, society is gonna reject me. And I was like, but I'm your friend and I will never reject you. Do you want me to go with you to come out to your mom? Like, that was me.
Oh, that is so sweet. Cheers. Well, I love that. Great, though. No, that's wonderful. That's true. Well, good luck with Empire. Taraji P, Henson, everyone! First, though, wave your forks in the air like you just don't care for the plate-licking, put-loving, straight-talking host of the toughest cooking show on the telly. From Masterchef, it's Gregg, Wallace and John Torode! Been filming all day, haven't you?
We've been eating things.
Now, when you've been on before, I've made the odd joke about your head.
Yes.
But have you seen this on Twitter? Someone said
I'll
that if you had, if you had John's hair, you'd look like me. Did you hear about this?
I retweeted it. Yeah, look.
That's funny. I don't see it myself, but I've got a wig here.
Oh, no, really?
Go on, pop it on, see if you look like me.
Which way does it go round? I'm asking you as if you know.
Come on, you know, you wear those long ones usually with a bow in the back.
You look a bit like me. Now, do you reckon I look like you, Gregg? What do you reckon, yeah?
With camera. I'm all right, alone!
Can I keep this on? It's warm.
Yeah. Now, we've got to talk about the new series of Masterchef, haven't we? The standard of cooking this year is amazing.
Thank you.
How come the talent levels haven't dropped off? You know, like they do on X Factor or Tipping Point. People...
Tipping.
They're always so
You are
good.
so naughty.
They are so good, aren't they? Are they really all amateurs?
They are, but that's the crazy thing, isn't it? Is they come on, and you think, oh, here we go, and they are amazing, but they work really, really, really hard, and it's a joy, isn't it? The Red Arrows was just incredible. The amount of people they fed and the quality of the food was just fantastic.
I worry every year that we won't find contestants as good as we found before, but I think it's actually what we put them through that actually gets them better and better and better. I mean, first of all, they get tutoring a bit from me, quite a bit from you, and then they go up other chefs, other experiences. It just pushes them to enormous heights.
Now, the final start on Monday, and we're down to the last 5 contestants. Can we talk about Tony?
Yeah.
I'm a fan of his food, but it's the tash.
Yes?
I mean,
Sweeney
shouldn't he have a net on?
Sweeney...
He looks like Poirot with worms.
I mean, I wouldn't know, I'm too old, but apparently that's fashionable.
Do you reckon?
Well, apparently.
He looks like the bloke from the Monopoly board, you know, who tells you to go to jail. 200 quid. And I also like that Pete.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got shaky hands when he gets nervous, doesn't he?
But what's incredible about him, he's never been to Japan, cooks Japanese food really, really, really well.
Yeah.
Do you like him because you think he's quite hot? I'm just asking you, Pete.
No, I am not shallow, thank you very much. I think he's great because he's a fantastic chef and I like the things he does with the ingredients.
He's a great chef.
You're the two who's going to decide to win it. We don't hear much of the deliberations on the show, but does it get quite heated between you? Do you get quite... They should win. No, they should win.
Well, we've known each other now we've been working on this for over 10 years, so I know when John's going to put his foot down. Can I tell you, the Sun asked me this question. I love the Sun. A few years ago, and they said, do you remember that? Do you and John ever fall out over the judging? I said, well, we do, because we're passionate, but if we do, we like to go and have a beer afterwards, make sure we're all right for filming the next day. The next day, the Sun's headline was, Masterchef rows drove me to drink, says Gregg Wallace. It's true. We do argue, and it does get heated.
Who has the last word? Who was...
John.
No, not at all. No, that's not fair.
If John turns around and says to you, I'll tell you one thing, that bloke's never ever cooking for me again, well, if that's the opening debate, you're not going very far, are you?
The fact is, the good thing is we still have our own mind, we like what we like, we're completely different from each other, and the fact is we respect each other's decision.
I mean, every series there are a few shonky cooks turning up. What's been the worst thing you've put in your mouth this year? On screen.
Steady.
Do you know what? There is something that I had to have. What did I eat? I had some liver, which had been poached in milk. That was...
No way, no.
Yeah, that was nasty.
The avocado the avocado cheesecake.
God, your face, it was looked like Madonna had just got off with you.
What made it a little bit more shocking is I thought it might work. It sounded like it could
does
work.
sound like it could work.
It's thick and creamy, and you think, right, well, if you sweeten it up, it might work. No.
No.
And
then what about that woman who served up that basically looked like a plate of diarrhea? Do you remember that? I mean, what the hell was she doing? I mean... how can you burn diarrhea?
She made a smiley face, though. Look, she got 2 eyes and a nice little smile and a diarrhea.
Smiley face?
Yeah,
Is that a
that's
smile?
Faced.
Yeah. You're on fire tonight, John. Good luck with the rest of MasterChef. Gregg Wallace and John Torode, everyone. That's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to Paddy McGuinness, Ben Miller and Sarah Hadland, Masterchef Gregg, Wallace and John Torode, and, of course, Taraji P. Henson.